Hello and welcome to EDET211 Assessment Task 1, Group 25, with Mandeep, Jing, and myself, Louis. We are doing the challenging behaviour of biting, and here is a description of the authentic situation, including how the teacher and the Early Childhood Service responds. Bo, a 14-month-old boy, is enrolled in a busy childcare room for children aged 12 to 24 months. Bo is an only child. His family moved to the area 2 months ago, and he has been attending the centre since then. At home, he gets lots of attention from his parents. His family speak to him in Thai when he is at home. His parents also speak English with a high level of proficiency. They both work demanding jobs, and Bo is in the childcare centre for 4 days a week, Monday to Thursday. He will often stay from 8:30 a.m. until 6 p.m. Recently, his parents have been calling in the morning on Fridays to ask if there could be a place for him. So far, there's not been any spots available. On most mornings, Bo wanders into the room in a good mood and begins to investigate the toys and activities. Sometimes, he gets a little upset when his mum leaves, but on most occasions, he's engaged in what he is playing with. Within the room, Bo mostly likes to play and explore by himself. He is sometimes social with other children, and he loves music, dancing, and cars. If the door is open, Bo likes to go into the yard and play in the sandpit. Recently, the weather has been raining a lot. The door has stayed closed. His parents have expressed concerns about Bo adjusting to sharing toys and space with other children, as this is a new experience for him. Tess is the room leader in Bo's room. She works with 2 other educators. The other educators in the room vary as they work different days. They're also often absent, which leads to them being replaced by agency workers. Tess has 2 years' experience working at the centre and cares passionately about the children. Within the room, there are many children with diverse needs and challenging behaviours. There's usually lots going on, and Tess feels overwhelmed with all of her responsibilities. She tries to keep the room's appearance tidy, but often finds the resources get broken or go missing from the room. Tess believes there are too many shelving units in the room, making it a bit cramped, but the centre manager has told her there isn't anywhere else to store them, and that she should put more activities on them. 2 weeks ago, Bo bit a child from the first time. Last week, Bo bit 3 different children on different occasions. So far, Tess has not documented anything and hopes the behaviour will stop. Tess was only able to see one of the incidents happen as she was out of the room attending other duties when the others occurred. Tess apologised to the parents of the children who were bitten when she saw them at the end of the day and told them that their child did not get very upset and that sometimes it happens in the room. The last time it happened, when Bo's parents came to collect him, Tess mentioned he had bitten another child. His parents apologised and told Tess he had bitten them recently as well. His mother shares that she thinks he is teething, as he can become irritable and he has trouble sleeping. On the occasion Tess did see Bo bite, she noticed he was inside the room trying to grab a toy from another child. The toy was a toy bowl from Home Corner that Bo often likes to play with, or just hold as he explores the room. On Monday morning, Tess arrives at the centre, and the room is not as tidy as she would have liked it to be left. There's no time for her to reset it before she's needed in the family grouping area. She brings the children who arrived early from the family grouping area to the room. She welcomes new children arriving to the room and comforts those who have difficulty separating. Bo arrives at the room in a seemingly good mood. He enters and plays with cars before sitting down at the table for morning tea. After the children have morning tea, Bo finishes his cracker and moves over to the book area, where another educator is reading a book. Tess is trying to clean up the morning tea and tidy up the room. Erin, a 17-month-old girl who is playing at the Home Corner. She picks up the toy bowl that Bo is fond of. Bo approaches Erin and grabs the bowl. Erin holds onto it tightly. Tess sees this happen and approaches. By the time she can get to Bo, he has bitten Erin on the arm. Tess picks Bo up, saying, "No biting, Bo." She places him at the puzzle table close by. Then she comforts Erin, who is upset, before returning to her cleaning duties. Tess has noticed the bite mark on Erin's arm is prominent. She is worried because Erin is one of the children who has been bitten before. She thinks Erin's parents will likely not be so understanding this time when she tells them about the incident at pickup time. Tess tells the agency worker with her that day. He's a biter, so we just have to watch him. Bo is upset at the puzzle table, but he does not move. He cries for a couple of minutes before he notices the unused bowl in the home corner. Calmer now, he moves toward it and holds onto it. Tess is wondering if there's any strategy she could use to stop Bo biting and what they could be. She goes to speak to her manager. Her manager says, "Tess, I don't really see what else we could do here. Just keep an eye on him and separate him from the other children if he gets too close. And tell the parents this is what happens in the toddler room. Sometimes children bite." Tess goes back to the room and writes up an incident report for Erin. Tess considers doing more documentation about what is happening, but thinks that will have to wait because she doesn't have planning time until Friday.
Thanks, Louis. Here I present the analysis of educator Tess and early childhood education service response. I'll start with an analysis of Tess' response. After morning tea, Tess was busy cleaning and missed out on supervision clearly. She should have asked another educator for support. When Bao bit Erin, Tess immediately responded, and she moved Bao to a puzzle table and attended to Erin. Tess is aware of Bao's need. She wants to support Bao but lacks the skills. She did not make any observation to help the educators to identify the Bao's triggers for biting. Rather, she labeled the child as a biter. She should have been proactive in determining the triggers and documenting the pattern of behavior, cited by Arthur et al. 2018. Tess acknowledges that an environment with a lot of furniture can impact children's behavior and focus, and she wants to bring changes. And she even reached out to her service for it. With children with diverse needs in the room, she is struggling with resources and experiences. She should seek support from the curriculum team of the service who can help her with some strategies to build on her skills. Frequent changes in educator with mostly agency staff is another challenge for Tess, making her feel overwhelmed and thus raising the supervision and safety concerns. The Early Years Learning Framework 2.0 emphasizes the critical importance of stable and consistent relationship between children and educators for fostering a secure, supportive learning environment. Constantly changing of staff disrupts these relationships, affecting both children's sense of belonging and overall quality of care, as cited by ASICWA 2022. Tess seems to be unaware of service policies and procedures. Her failure to document the incident within 24 hours is a non-compliance as per Regulation 86 and 87 of National Quality Framework, cited by ASICWA 2023. Tess communicated the incident to both the children families verbally at time of pickup, but it lacked the detail and clarity. More detailed communication will help with the collaborative development of strategies. She did not incorporate Bao's family's perspective and concerns. Bao recently moved in area and everything is new to him. She could have focused on helping Bao develop a sense of belonging. Possum skin pedagogy calls for incorporating children's cultural background into their learning experiences, cited by Atkinson 2017. Tests clearly lack the skills to build a teacher-child relationship. Australian Institute for Teaching and School Leadership, AITSL, clearly stresses the importance of building a strong relationship on children's social and emotional development. While Tess did demonstrate some positive approach at the situation, she does need some guidance and training to better support Bao's behavior and learning in early childhood settings. Analysis of early childhood setting response. Service did not check for timely incident report, did not follow the compliance regulations. Approved provider must ensure the child's parents or carer is notified within 24 hours after an incident has occurred, Regulation 86, and a record of incident is kept which includes all the prescribed information, Regulation 87 of Australian Children Education and Care Quality Authority 2023. Service should focus on hiring a permanent team member in the room to provide consistency. National Quality Framework, Quality Area 4.1.2 focuses on continuity of staff, emphasizing that the continuity help educators build secure, respectful, and reciprocal relationship with the children, promoting their learning and development. Having a permanent team of educators in the room will help TEST to create a purposeful learning spaces based on children's needs and interest, cited by CEQA 2020. Service clearly ignored test requests to move the furniture out of the room. Service needs to do a risk assessment and work along tests to optimize space and resources to reduce the stress, thus promoting a positive behavior among the children. Reggio Emilia approach by Malaguzzi emphasizes on the interaction between physical environment and children behavior and learning. Physical environment is viewed as a third teacher and it greatly impacts children's learning. Cited by citation Churchill et al. 2022, page 254. Service needs to understand Tess' well-being and support she needs like behavior guidance training, regular planning time, support with the room environment. But service clearly failed to work alongside Tess to build a collaborative partnership with families and to develop a consistent strategy to support children as well as educators in the room. So, what could be potential factors contributing to challenging behavior situation? Research suggests that main reason for biting includes frustration, lack of communication, skills, teething, imitation, and curiosity, cited by et al. 1997. Biting is a common behavior seen among toddlers who have some language skills but cannot verbalize their feelings and often communicate physically through biting, pushing, hugging, cuddling. Children between the age 1 to 3 often use their mouth to explore the surroundings. Teething is another factor which results in biting. Sometimes children may bite out of boredom if they do not have an engaging environment, or sometimes the environment could be too overstimulant for a child. It is very important to understand what triggers bow for biting and providing appropriate support and strategies to address the situation. My friend Jing will share her insight about the factors contributing to Bao's behavior. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Jing. Mandeep did talk about why children bite. Now I'm going to talk in Bao's case, why he bites. From him, there are a few reasons contribute to his biting behavior. First, we are going to talk about the developmental stage and the limited communication. Bao is 14 months old. This stage still in the early stages of developing verbal communication. Since Bo is growing up in a bilingual environment, at home he hears Thai and English at childcare. Since Bo may not have the words to express his express his desire for a toy, biting becomes a way for him to communicate. In this case, Paul wants to toy ball from Erin, but he doesn't know how to communicate. The cognitive development theory states that toddlers in the sensory motor stage are focused on their own needs and do not yet fully understand the social roles. Second one, difficult with sharing and the social development. Yeah, Bo is an only child and has not had much experiences sharing the toys or spaces with other children. His parents have already expressed the concerns about his ability to adjust to his environment. At this stage, toddlers do not yet understand concepts like taking turns. So when they want something, they act impulsively. Yeah, according to Vygotsky's theory, children learn social behaviors through interaction with others, but this takes time and guidance. Yeah, Bao is still learning how to interact with other children and how to share. Since he has developed developed an attachment to a toy ball and does not understand social roles yet. He resorts to biting when Erin plays with a toy ball. Number 3, the teething and the sensory needs. Both mom mentioned that he is teething, which can make toddlers irritable and more likely to bite as a way of smoothing their discomfort. Yeah, some toddlers seek oral stimulation as a way to self-soothe, yeah, which is why they may buy toys, educators, and other children. So that's why Bo may be biting not just to assert himself, but also because biting relieves discomfort in his gum. Yes, this means that even if social skills improve, he might still bite if he doesn't have a safe teething option available. Number 4, we are going to talk about emotional stress and the environmental factors. Yeah, Bo recently is experiencing several major life changes. Like he recently moved to a new area and he started attending childcare 4 days a week. And also it's a long hours from 8:30 to 6 p.m. Yeah, and his parents are trying to book 5 days per week for him. That means he will spend even more time away from home. These transitions can be overwhelming for a young child, leading to stress-related behaviors such as biting. Number 5 is we are going to talk about inconsistent educators and the responses from Tess. Tess walks in busy room with different educators every day and feels stressed with her responsibilities. Yeah, the environment actually is not really good for children because every day is different people. It's not positive environment, and definitely it's not good for everyone. When Bo bit Erin, Ted reacted by moving him away and said, "No biting, Bo." Yeah, nothing wrong with this, but yeah, she only said that. Yeah, however, this response does not provide him with guidance on what he should do instead. We all understand sometimes it's so hard, even we're just next to the child, but the things happen so quick. In this case, because Bo bit other children a few times in 1 week, definitely as room leaders, needs to think about why this happen all the time and how we can improve. And I think need to reflections. Yeah, and this slide is my references. So that's all from me. Now I will pass to Ai, and she will talk about the strategies. Thank you.
Thank you, Jing. My name's I. I will now focusing on the practical strategies we can implement to address both biting behavior and create a more supportive environment for him and his peers. Creating supportive environment. A well-designed environment, including consistent caregiving, is crucial for preventing biting and fostering positive behavior. A chaotic setting or frequent changes in caregivers increase stress and competition, making biting more likely. Porter emphasized the importance of space and resources, while Gonzalez, Mena, and Ayer highlight the value of consistent staffing. It's not just about the things in the room, but the feeling of stability and trust. A calm, predictive atmosphere fostered by familiar caregivers helps children feel secure, reducing anxiety and promoting positive interactions. This aligned with the earliest learning frameworks focus on secure relationship, well-being, and holistic development. Therefore, consistent staffing and a positive environment are key to addressing biting. Addressing boys' individual need. While environment is a key, we also need to consider boy as an individual. Effective behavior management recognizes that every child is unique and requires individualized support. Porter suggests building a close relationship with him and carefully observing his behavior to understand what might be trailing his biting. This is about understanding the why behind his actions. Responding to biting incident effectively. When biting does occur, our response is crucial. It should focusing on both the child who was bitten and boy, but without shaming or punishing him. Our goal is to teach, not punishing. Porter recommend a timing approach which is very different from traditional timeout. This is a key example of how positive behavior management strategies can be implemented in real time. Supporting both parents. Porter emphasized the importance of supporting families. Parents often benefit from information about typical child development, including the common through challenging behavior of biting. Sharing resources and knowledge can help them understand that biting, while occurring, is often a phase and that there are effective strategies to address it. This also aligned with the early years learning framework's emphasis on understanding children's development and building stronger partnership with families. Collaboration and advocacy. Effective behavior management requires a team effort. We need to work closely with both parents, advocate for appropriate staffing, and resources within the center, and communicate openly with the center manager. This is about creating a consistent and supportive approach for both and about promoting positive behavior across the center. Conclusion. In summary, by implementing these research-based strategies grounded in positive behavior management principles, we can create a more positive and supportive learning environment for boy and all the children in the care. Addressing the underlying cause of his biting rather than simply reacting the behavior will lead to more positive outcome for everyone. It's about fostering a community where all children feel safe, supported, and understood, and where they can learn and grow to their full potential. Therefore, we believe a proactive, collaborative, and individualized approach is essential for supporting both reducing biting incident and creating a thriving early learning environment. Here are our references. We appreciate your time and attention. Thank you.